Hello again, and welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Rural Report. I'm your Rural 2IC, and we made it into a new year. Uh, so here we are. We're in 2025. We put out a video, what was it, on Monday, where we talked about setting New Year's resolutions and different things like that. We hinted towards having goals and all that other stuff, and we'll see how this one goes because what I want to talk about is your New Year's resolutions that you have set for yourself, or maybe you prefer the term kind of like that I do, goals for the year. So let's talk about goals. That's what this whole video is going to be about. And if this is not up your alley, I get it. Uh, my videos is not for everybody, but if you are interested, sit down, take your shoes off, stay a while. Let's have a conversation. So when we talk about goals, goals are a thing that you can use. It's a tool in your toolkit that can be a very, very good thing, or it can actually be a bad thing. And let's go with the bad first. If you are unrealistic, if you set goals for yourself that either the goal is, just not achievable, or you set the timetable of getting there in a very unrealistic manner, or you just out and out don't have yourself set up for success, then yes, you're going to be doomed for failure. And that can really make it to where you start to mentally break down. That can put up to where maybe in a rush, in that little thing that you're put too big of a goal and not enough time to do it. And so you threw a lot of attention and resources and finances and all sorts of things. You can do a lot of damage by trying to be unrealistic with your goal. Now let's look at the other side of the coin. A goal can be a good thing because it helps you achieve something, and it gives you a direction in which you want to go. And for me, when we do this, one of the things that I like to do when I try and help people with setting goals is, what do you want? Okay, well, what's the outcome? What's the thing that you want? And the way that I want to do this is I basically make it to where you're like cooking. Okay, what is it you want? Do you want a birthday cake? Do you want a pizza? Do you want a four-course meal? What is it? What is the desired outcome? And somebody will say, well, hey, I want to make a birthday cake. Great. Now we have a direction in which we need to go. One of the things that you're going to do is you're going to set up a supply list, right? What ingredients am I going to need? Do I need to go to the store and pick up beef? Probably not. Do I need eggs, milk, flour, different things like that? That goes into my cake. So when you are doing your goals, do the same thing. Treat it like a recipe. If I need to, whatever you want, fix up the house, buy a new car, uh, this, that, whatever, what's the ingredients that you need? What's the stuff that I need to go buy? What is the time that I need to set aside, for doing this? What's the finances of all this? Like what is it all going to require for me to even begin to do this? You can have all the other stuff for a cake, but if you don't have the ingredient, you're not going to make a very good cake, if not make a cake at all. So sit down, start out with what you want. Next, come back all the way to the beginning. What is it, the things that I need? What do I need to get in order before I can even begin this process? I need to make a list. For me, the things that you don't already have, that is your small little goals. Okay. So, first thing, I need to save up $300 to do this. Okay. How do we do that? Well, I can only put back 100 a month. That's all I can afford. Perfect. You have your first small attainable goal. Next, what do I need? Well, it's probably going to take me an average of 3 to 5 hours, here and there, a week in order to do the training and do the actual manual labor and things. Perfect. You have another goal. Okay. You see how you're putting all these in together and you're making small, attainable goals and you are working them together and you are building up that when you get each one of these little goals and you can check the box. Okay. What did I do this month? Well, I spent 15 hours doing this. I put back $100. I did this, that, whatever. Check, check, check. Guess what? You moved up. You are stepping closer to having that birthday cake, to having that thing that you really want. Okay, so what do we do after we do the recipe? Okay, well, whatever it is, you want that addition on the house. Maybe you're going to build a pantry. Maybe you want a new car. Maybe you want to buy land. Maybe whatever it is. You went through the first month, 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is, and you've got all of your stuff lined up. You did your training, you bought your supplies, you did all this whatever, and now you're ready to move on. Okay, so we got our ingredients. So the next step is, what do we do with those ingredients? Okay, well, when we go through this, you have all this training, you have all this supplies. What do I need to do? Well, I need to put them together. I need to take my money and do this with it. I need to take my time and do this with it. Now you need to start shoving all that stuff together on all them small, little attainable goals that you did and take it to the next step. Now you need to start pushing them together and blending them together so that way you're getting to your next tier. And you just keep repeating this same process. What is it for a cake? Once you put all the stuff in, now it takes time. Okay, same thing with everything else. Okay, I went through and I did all my stuff and I got all my supplies. Then I took a little bit of some training courses and some of this, stuff on building or electrical work or whatever. Now I've gone through and I've roughed it in. I've got a frame, I've got walls, I've got a roof, all that. Are you done? No. You know, you still got to maybe lay some carpet, put in some light bulbs, maybe throw some paint, maybe build some shelving and things like that. You're not done. You're there. You've got the basic structure, but you're not done. So now it takes the time. Okay, same thing. It's empty. Let's say that all that stuff was in your building process. Now you have an empty room, completely bare. Now it's the time of, what do we do with it? We're not done. We need to fill it. And so, in that time process, takes time to go through and fill that pantry back up. Set your goals, because once you get that realization, and put whatever analogy you want in there, um, but all you need to do is get your goal, get your main goal that you want. What is that one thing that you really want? Now circle all the way back to the very beginning. Write down your list. What things do I need in order to get there? Fill those out. Okay, I need this, this, and this. How many? How long? How much time? How much money? All that. Give yourself timetables for each one and keep track. If it's I need $100 a month. Okay, keep track every week or every 2 weeks or every time I get paid or whatever. Am I on track? Okay. Sometimes it's okay to miss it. Okay. Maybe something came up and you were only able to do $85 for the month. Can you make it up? Is there something that you can do to make that up? Can you, instead of doing $100, can you do a couple of months of $104 or something like that? You know, make sure that you are setting yourself up and be realistic with it. Okay. Now, once you get all this stuff, make sure that you are doing something with it. You're blending it all together. Everything that you've done now needs a purpose. Okay, you've gathered all this stuff. What do we do with it? Now we start putting it all together. Once we get it all together, now we need to flip it over. And what are we doing with that? Okay, we got where we needed to go. What do we do with it? Okay, and then it shouldn't even end there. Once you have that final product or that final goal, that shouldn't be it. Okay, I'm done. No more ever goals for me. It doesn't matter whether it's, you know, putting on a pantry, buying a new car, or getting in shape. Now it should be my goal is maintenance, maintaining it. I need to keep that pantry full. I need to keep, the roof from leaking and the shelves strong and things rotated. The new car, I need to change the oil and rotate the tires and keep it cleaned out and, ready to go in tip top shape. And fitness, once I get to that fitness level I'm happy with, I need to maintain it. I don't just get there and be like, yay, I'm done, cake and ice cream every day from now on. You've got to maintain it. You should have those goals. Once you've reached it, great. There's a lot of people that don't ever get that far. There's a lot of people who don't even get half that far. So it's saying something, but you're not done. Okay. Welcome to the world of preparedness. It's a lifestyle. You're never done, ever. I don't care what it is, you're not done. There is always something to be done. So, but that's what I've got. Okay. Hopefully this made sense to you. I know maybe I didn't use the correct analogy, and I hope that I've got the explanation out there. I tried to do it, the same explanation in a couple of different, angles and whatnot. But hopefully this made sense to you. Hopefully maybe it gave you some encouragement, maybe something to start thinking about and shedding new light on goals and things like that. So, uh, let me know how I did in the comments. Let me know some of your goals. Do all the fun YouTube things. You guys know what it is. But that's what I've got for you. So if you made it to this far in the video, guess what? You rock. I appreciate you guys so much for spending a little bit of time. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you have a blessed day. Stay tuned because there's more information to come. And with that, remain united because we're all prepping in this together.